Hi guys, my name is Kyle August. I'm here to help you manifest your specific person in the quickest and easiest way possible. Today, I actually want to go over 2 different success stories that happened within the past week. And if you are ever feeling like you need to give up on your manifestation or feel like thoughts are going to impact your manifestation, these success stories are going to have you thinking completely different, and it's going to change your mind instantly. For the first success story, this person is actually manifesting a specific person who is out of state, right? Some of you may be manifesting someone who is very far away, or even I would say in this instance, if you are manifesting a celebrity or someone you've never met, you would probably have this same type of feeling within you, right? When someone has a long distance away, it feels like you can't make any movement, right? Our logical mind begins and wants to physically do something, right? Our mind wants us to, or our logical mind in that case, wants us to physically take an action, physically text our specific person, physically ask them out on a date. But we know in manifestation, all of your external reality is going to change based on the consciousness that you are feeling inward. So this is definitely something you want to keep in mind if you are manifesting someone out of state or a celebrity or someone you've never met, because your mind is really going to try and take action when it's only going to pull you out of the state. Now, there are times when a inspired action is definitely necessary and needed, and you'll be guided perfectly along that. But that's just the groundwork I wanted to lay for this idea for this specific success story and what's happening. But they came to me and they were feeling very down, right? Having not so positive emotions because their specific person was in another state. There were third parties involved, and think about how you would feel in that instance. But we talked it through, and I actually went over a topic I want to make in a different video, but it helps with all or nothing thinking. So all or nothing thinking is, and I mentioned this in another video, the idea that if we don't have everything, we have nothing. Especially if, again, this is someone from out of state, a celebrity, someone you've never met, this feeling is going to be very abundant. But even when she was feeling this way, and we talked it through in the coaching session, went over this idea of kind of rating yourself. Again, I want to make a specific video on that. So it may even be my next video. So keep an eye out on that. But basically determining that she actually is in a very good state of abundance, even though she's not feeling well, even though she feels like she can't do it. Throughout any manifestation, we may get to a point in which we feel we can't perform or we can't get what we desire because maybe we feel like we've done it for so long, or we've been trying so hard to do it and we're just not seeing the results. But so I want you to really, this is really important to the story. This person came to me on a video call, feeling that way, feeling like giving up. And we talked it through, kind of went through all of the abundance and positivity that is truly in her life at this very moment. And basically gratitude is, if you can never go wrong with gratitude when it comes to manifestation. And again, both of these success stories happened within hours of the coaching session. So switching your mindset can have things change and see things move very quickly. Again, these are both within hours. So in this case, at the end of the call, she was feeling much better, obviously assuming and realizing she's way closer to her manifestation than she actually knew that she was. Again, you already have all of your manifestations alive within you, but that's a whole other topic. But so then after this, a few hours after the call, and again, remember, the specific person is out of state. There's a third party involved. She's thinking that the family wants nothing to do with her. But a few hours later, she gets an invitation to a party for the family to then go to that other state. Okay, think about that. Think about if you were feeling very down and out and feeling like you could not manifest your specific person because of ABC. Imagine feeling that way, and in 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours, I don't remember how much it was, she was getting invited to that person's estate or house or whatever it is for a party with the whole family. Just think about that. Let that sink in. So next time you begin to worry that you are because you're thinking negative, you're not having positive thoughts 24/7, that you're not going to manifest. Because this specifically, 2 to 3 hours beforehand, she was having a lot of negative thoughts, and in those 2 to 3 hours, she manifested going to that state, basically eliminating all of that distance that was in between them and eliminating this idea that she felt unwanted from her specific person. So that is the first success story. And the reason I made these into I put 2 success stories in this video is because they are very similar in nature. And again, they just happened within this past week, and they're almost exactly the same, but 2 different scenarios. So if you find yourself very much relating to this first one, you're going to be like, that's awesome. This person got this success in 3 hours. I can get this success too. But then if you're like, no, but my situation is a little bit different, this is going to be the same exact one. So in this next instance, this other person I was coaching, and this one was a phone call, came to me with the same mindset. She was not feeling very positive, not feeling very abundant, thinking as if it was never going to happen. She should just give up now, right? It's over. There's no hope, kind of feeling that those feelings of hopeless and despair that we can sometimes get if we feel like things aren't going our way. But she was trying to manifest hanging out with her specific person more, and it just wasn't working. Again, so she felt very hopeless. And I went over the same idea that, again, I'm going to make a video on. So watch out. And I think it's going to be the one for tomorrow. But we went over this idea to just basically focus on the abundance, the positivity that is already contained within you at this very moment. But a little more background on the situation. So at this point in time, the specific person had been making a lot of dates and then canceling them. And this is what was really getting to this person I was working with. So they were thinking every time a date or a hangout gets scheduled, it doesn't happen. We worked together, really got that abundant mindset. But in this case, as well as the last, I really want to stress how down and out they were feeling. They were actually having some negative thoughts, non-abundant. They definitely weren't feeling in that wish-fulfilled state. Probably the exact opposite, having all or nothing thoughts, those automatic negative thoughts. And within 2 to 3 hours, so in this case as well, we talked through everything, basically focused on the abundance that was already in her life at this very moment. Again, the same thing I did in the past, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that in my next video. Sorry, I hate doing that, but you guys are really going to like it, so it's going to be worth it. In 2 to 3, again, it was 2 to 3 hours after, I get a message, and this time I get, because it was a phone call, I get a text message, and she states, oh my gosh, me and my specific person are hanging out. We're doing this and that. Just went over all of the stuff that they did, how much fun they were having. And think about it though, within 2 to 3 hours, she was achieving that, getting that success, being with her specific person, hanging out, having fun, doing everything that she wanted to do. And at that point in time, before our call, was feeling like it couldn't happen, it could never happen. And you see this switch and this flip of your reality happen, again, within 2 to 3 hours. These are on 2 different days, to kind of give a little bit of insight. But think about it. If you're relating to one of these situations, maybe your specific person is out of state. Both of them had third parties that were in the picture. But again, maybe your specific person's out of state. Maybe your specific person is too busy to hang out with you. Maybe there's a whole host of other reasons why you feel it's impossible to happen right here and now. I want you to focus on these 2 success stories that, again, happened within this past week. And within a couple hours, things began to change. They would have, if you talked to them before that call, they would have stated that that was impossible. The odds of that happening are so slim. There's no way that I'm going to be able to see my specific person. There's no way that I'm going to have any future with my specific person. That's how down they were feeling. And it switched. It did a total 180, again, just within a couple hours. And then we have a lot of people worrying about how maybe they'll never get their manifestation, or they should just give up, right? Maybe you have felt this way at some point. When you do, when you are feeling that way, think upon these 2 successes and remember that manifestation is not a linear line, meaning that we are moving at the same rate towards our specific person or a manifestation. It's exponential, which means that in a very short amount of time, you are going to see massive changes happen just by assuming the state. And this is due to all of the crazy, awesome, amazing things that are going to be happening behind the scenes all the time that never ceases to exist. If you are assuming the state, if you are getting into that consciousness, even if you have times of negativity or times of just a complete lack of abundance or sadness or even depression, your manifestation is still coming to you. Your subconscious mind works above and beyond that conscious thinking of I can't do it, right? If we instill and inhibit those beliefs, no thoughts are going to change that or going to alter that. So really think about that. If you ever feel like giving up, come back to this video and watch it. If you ever feel like your manifestation can't come or can't happen, come back to this video and watch it. Because two perfect examples that happened very recently within this past week of their entire outcomes changing from what they thought. They thought there was never going to happen to being with their specific person or being invited to a family party with their specific person, again, in such a short period of time. And the distance, so distance doesn't matter. Third parties don't matter. Circumstances do not matter. Nothing in that case matters with your manifestation. If you assume the state, you're going to get it. So hopefully if you are feeling like giving up or feeling down, hopefully this video gave you a lot of abundance and a lot of positivity to keep working, keep assuming the state. You're going to be with your specific person. If you guys had any comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you guys wanted to send me a personal message, you also can at my website, which is kyleaugustcoaching.com. And if you guys want to sign up for one-on-one coaching, you can do it there as well. Check out my TikTok as well, Manifestation Man. Leave a like if you loved this video and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that video. I'm going to do it either tomorrow or within the next week of exactly how to pull yourself out of that state. If you are feeling not abundant, you are not feeling positive, you are feeling hopeless, to pull yourself out of that state and get those results within, again, these two were 2 to 3 hours. So things can change and crazy stuff can happen very quickly. All right, but that's all I got for you guys today. I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time.